Real quick, everybody, I made a little boo-boo on my last video. I said that Jordan got hit by a man on the ATV. Jordan Hill, the young brother, was actually on the riding his ATV and got ran over by that demon Cody Rollinson. I mean, it's still a horrible outcome, but I had to correct that. I'm human, I make mistakes. But I was watching that video that I told you about, but I was so frustrated and so angry watching that, it happens. But anyway, with that being said, next, rest in peace to the victims of that horrible act of domestic terrorism at Florida State. Y'all didn't deserve that. The shooter, sick in the head, evil. He was well aware of what he was doing. That was premeditated. That's just what it is. But you guys, many people want to call it a mass shooting when the shooter looks like my shirt. But when somebody doesn't look like this shirt, y'all call it terrorism. Let's keep it a buck. It's domestic terrorism. So with that being said, are we sending him to El Salvador? Because many people talk about, the immigrants and feeling safe and, coming here the right way. But from what I've been seeing most of my life, that I can remember, because when I was a kid, our parents, would shield us and shelter us from a lot of things. But when I became of a certain age and I could see how the world really works, yeah. So with that being said, a lot of y'all are worried about some people from other countries, and I mean, some of them are, dangerous or whatever. I'll give you that. But y'all talk about people coming here the right way. Well, we got people that was homegrown and born here that aren't exactly safe, right? People can't even go to school in peace. People can't go to church in peace. People can't go to the mall in peace. People can't eat in peace. People can't lay at home in peace. We literally can't do nothing in peace. But yet, so many people are focused on the immigrants. He said he would lower the grocery prices. He said we'd clear out the immigrants. And we see him doing that, trying to do that part. But see, some of these immigrants, they do great work to keep this country flowing. See, this is the thing, because some of these immigrants are very humble, kind, loving, down-to-earth people, right? But then we have some that come here and want to look down on us like they're better than us. But that's another story for another conversation. I'm focusing on the good people right now. The good people that have families, that want to do better and want to do right. I'm going to be honest with you. There's room for good people here, right? Because look at a lot of people, like I said, who was born here, shooting up schools and shit. But then get on TV, let's make America great again. We got to get these immigrants out of here. Let's ship them to El Salvador. We got to make them come here the right way. I'm more worried about some of y'all who was born here. That's just what it is. Because at the end of the day, a lot of y'all are hypocrites. A lot of y'all are evil. A lot of y'all are the things that you say that some of these immigrants are. So who do we really need to ship up out of here? But wait, what you gonna say? Well, I'm American. I have freedom of speech. Yes, you do. We all do. But that doesn't mean freedom of consequences. Because this is the thing. A lot of y'all are exposing yourselves, right? You come as these high and mighty, holy, loving, Christian, God-fearing people. But at the end of the day, you terrorize people. You judge people, but you do all this finger pointing, but you'll never, ever, ever look at yourself in the mirror. Or you probably do. You look yourself in the mirror and you love what you see. But at the end of the day, your mama and your daddy might love you. Your family might love you. But a lot of people don't love you. Now, I'm not perfect, but I'm not out here terrorizing people. I'm not out here shooting up shit. Okay? So, again, who do we really need to send out of this country? People can't. It's a shame. People be keeping their heads on a swivel now. ICE going snatching people up and shit all over the country. So somebody help me. Somebody in the comments, anybody, tell me when America was ever great for everybody. Because see, my auntie, y'all know I love history and science, but my auntie, she's the big historian of the family. She's the one who traced the roots, the ancestral roots and everything. And I found out that my let me see, great, great, great grandmother was on the plantation. So she had to overcome a lot. She survived a lot. Things that I know I wouldn't be able to make it through. Because y'all see, I'm not afraid to voice myself. I'm not afraid to enlighten. I'm not afraid to stir the pot, right? Because adult conversations aren't always comfortable conversations. There are conversations that need to be had, and I'm willing to start it up. I make sure before I come on here, I know at least 85 to 90% of what I'm talking about. I don't say 100% because nobody knows everything, but I know a lot. And if I make a mistake, I'll come on here, I'll correct it, and I keep it pushing. See, this is the thing. This stuff that's happening now is beyond out of control. And honestly, there's no Bible verses, there's no prayers. People have been marching, been protesting. Not much is changing. Shit is too real right now, right? Some of you watching me right now, listening to me right now, unfortunately, some of you might have to deal with some of the shit that I've discussed so far. Some of you might have people shipped up out here on a plane by force. I'm not saying it's right because it's not, but it's strength in numbers. People got to wake up. We all have our own little worlds, right? Then we have like the real outside world. But at times when we stay in our own little personal world, we allow bullshit like what's been going on to happen. People getting stripped from their families. People getting snatched off their jobs. People getting forced out here by plane. And we got judges laying down orders, laying down demands, but they're not being followed. So what we have here is a case of a rebel with a dangerous cause. So, my fellow citizens, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I'm just a regular, ordinary citizen in America. Let me ask you something. What will it take for you to wake up and realize we're dealing with situations that's bigger than you and me? It takes a village. I've said that in many of my videos. It takes a village. This isn't the time to be selfish. This isn't the time to be closed-minded. This isn't the time to be ignorant. Wake up. Teddy P, rest in peace. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Come on, y'all know the song. Well, those who like real music. But anyway, I know this video is long, but y'all know a lot of shit I'm saying is important. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who made it to the end of the video, I love you. We're going to figure this out. Peace.